Okay, it looks like we're streaming on YouTube and on Facebook. I hope that stays true. And again, if you're watching us on YouTube or Facebook, these calls are going to be on only for a limited time. So make sure that you watch them if you're interested in what we're sharing here before they get taken down. So, all right, let's just dive in and get started. We're really excited about this call, which is the first call of 9. So, welcome everybody, whether you're joining us live on Zoom or live on Facebook or YouTube, or you're watching the replay. We're so excited and grateful that you're here with us, and we're excited for you for what we have to offer you. Because today we're not just gathering for a class or a call, we're truly entering a sacred field. If you've been feeling that pull today, or since you first learned that we were offering this, that nudge in your heart, maybe a whisper saying, this is for me. I want this. I'm meant to take part in this. That's really the mountain speaking. That's Mount Shasta calling to you. Mount Shasta isn't just a magical snow-capped mountain in Northern California. And she is that. She's beautiful, but she's a living, breathing spiritual presence. She's a spiritual powerhouse, a living, multidimensional being. And if you're here, it's likely that you feel those words to be true. Across cultures and centuries, Mount Shasta has called to mystics, wisdom keepers, and seekers, just like you. The native people that have lived on the land over centuries, the Wintu, the Shasta tribe, the Modoc, and others have long honored Shasta as a place where great spirit created the world. And it's truly a portal between realms where creation stories were born and ancient ceremonies still ripple through the land. There are a lot of native tribes that consider Shasta to be sacred ritual ground. And they still do a lot of rituals there on the mountain and around the mountain. But that's just one layer of her mystery. Mount Shasta is also at the heart of Lemuria. Lemuria was an ancient civilization, if you're not familiar. Mount Shasta was a sacred refuge for the highly evolved civilization. Um, it's a whole story we could delve into, but when the Atlanteans basically entrapped and enslaved the Lemurians, they were able to shape shift, and they shapeshifted and transported themselves into Mount Shasta, creating a crystalline city of Telos, which is deep within the mountain. And we have visited there in the astral realm many times. It's an amazing place. We've received so much from the Lemurians in Telos, the Telosians. These radiant beings are said to hold the frequencies of peace, advanced healing, and divine remembrance. Many people who visit the mountain really feel their presence. Even if they don't recognize or aren't aware of exactly who they are, they can feel it. And when we learned about Telos, it just resonated so much as just a deep, deep truth for us before we had even taken the journeys and visited Telos. So some people also say Mount Shasta is Gaia's root chakra. You may have heard that it's said that different places on the planet correspond with the chakra system. Some people say Mount Shasta is the root chakra, grounding us into our embodiment. Other people feel that it's the crown chakra, connecting us with the cosmos and higher dimensions. But in our time there, we've spent a lot of time there in the last 7 or 8 years, and we really come to understand that it's both. It holds both of those frequencies. It offers both to those who are seeking.
Yeah, and as Alicia mentioned, I think we've been there 7 years in a row. I don't know if it's eight yet.
I
Maybe
think
it's,
the first year was 2017. It was
was
right
it?
after I moved back from Maui.
Wow, wow, wow. Well, we've been called back again and again to Shasta. We've experienced the magic that we're sharing and talking about already firsthand, right through encounters, transmissions, and really life-changing downloads that we've received every time we've gone to Shasta. And it seems to actually just expand, and we continue to receive more every time we go. It's almost felt like Alicia and I have talked about how it's felt like almost like in the beginning, the first 2 or 3 years we went there, it was like an initiation of sorts. It's like kind of proving yourself as committed, and I don't know about the word trustworthy comes to my mind, but just being committed to the journey, being committed to um, the role of awakening and transmitting codes and assisting others on their path. And as we've continued just to say yes, 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 and yes, and go back more and more, we seem to receive more and more kind of downloads and information and tools, technologies, and teachings to pass on to those of you that resonate and come and join us for our retreat there, or the Co-Creating Miracles course that we teach. We started teaching it live from there, but we've actually been teaching it for a while, and it just continues to expand. And so often when we think about, Shasta and, oh, it's time again, right? The mountain's calling. It's time to head back to Shasta. We can feel our energy start to prepare, our energy systems start to prepare for it. We start to sort of step into those fields of information, months before we're there. So we're definitely in that now as we are getting ready to, host another retreat there in August. But every time we one of our favorite memories is one of our earliest trips to Shasta. We've always gone to Shasta on a little road trip. We've always drove there. So one time when we were, driving, we're on our way, we stopped for lunch, and we were both talking about how we had been having these little sort of flashes and of visuals of this symbol, like sacred geometry in a symbol. And so we were like, what are you seeing? I don't know. Let me just draw it. So we each got a napkin at the restaurant, and we started to draw out what we were seeing. And then we looked at each other's napkins, and it was the same exact symbol. And that is the symbol that so many of you recognize now as our logo for our shared um, modality together, co-creating miracles with sacred light. And it's become kind of the umbrella of what we do together, and the work that we do together. And what we've come to understand about it too is that that particular symbol really is a container in a sense, and it holds a lot of the sort of keys or codes of the work that we're doing together, and kind of houses the technologies that we've been working with, and as we've received them when we go to Shasta each year. So that's one of our favorite things. It's fun to share about it. It was pretty wild to us to have that experience where we're just kind of drawing out the same thing, and it's a match. We're like, okay, this is really important, and we need to pay attention to this. There's something for us to know here, and it was really exciting. And the journey, the magic has just continued to unfold, right? So and unfold in a way that, yes, we understand that it carries codes that are sort of relevant to co-creating miracles and sacred light modalities, but it's come from the mountain, like that's really rooted in what Mount Shasta holds for humanity and was activated, for us by literally going there physically in person, connecting with the mountain, connecting with the land and those incredible portals that are all over the land there. And this is just one example of how alive this place is. We've come to know Mount Shasta as a teacher, a transmitter, but also as a gateway. Right? This mountain activates the entire energy system. It clears old densities. It opens blocked chakras, right? It really works with our energy systems, clearing, kind of upgrading our systems. It awakens dormant soul codes. It helps you embody those heaven on earth frequencies and to remember that you are the bridge. We are the bridge. Shasta holds a living field of divine remembrance. And it's not just for us, it's not just for me and Alicia, right? It's for all who feel called to it. And and she calls to many. So as we've gone there year after year, we have journeyed to many of those portals on the land, the portals of Panther Meadows, Bunny Flats, Fairy Falls, the Peace Garden and Labyrinth, the Headwaters, the Lioness Portal, and the Mount Shasta Pyramid, and a few other places too. And in each of these places, we've been gifted with sacred light technologies that have truly altered our path and purpose. And now, through this event here that we're hosting, we're bringing these technologies to you in these really special experiences that we've prepared for you.
Yeah, we're pretty excited about this. I think it's probably the biggest thing that we've done that's free for our communities. We're calling this series The Mountain is Calling, a Sacred Light series experience. So, over the next 9 weeks, this is call one. Over the next 9 weeks, we're going to be guiding you through a virtual sacred retreat, which is going to include 8 live calls and one pre-recorded multidimensional healing journey that you'll be receiving. I think that's June 19th. Every other week will be a live call. Each week, we're going to activate a different energetic portal. And these are places that we have taken our in-person retreat guests to have the powerful experiences. And over our years of visiting Mount Shasta, these are our favorite places, the most powerful places that we have found in and around the mountain. So, no matter where you are in the world, you're going to be able to connect to the soul of the mountain and receive her transmissions through these healing and activation journeys that we're going to be taking you on. Today, we're going to begin at Lake Siskiou's Violet Flame Portal, where we'll be working with Sacred Light Technologies, the Divine Shadow, Sacred Light Compass, and Sacred Light Scythe, where we attuned our retreat guests and students of Co-Creating Miracles with Sacred Light from this very place. We're going to be taking you on a journey using those technologies to clear old stories and reclaim your radiance as a source aligned being. And from there, what we're going to be doing over the following weeks, we're going to be visiting the Lioness Portal. You're going to receive a fierce heart activation and divine feminine sovereignty. And each one of these journeys, we're going to be using the sacred light technologies that we attune our retreat guests and students to in these exact locations. A lot of them we've actually received in these locations, which makes it even more powerful and special. The next week, we're going to be visiting the pyramid to experience cosmic alignment and crystalline light codes. The next week, we're going to be visiting the labyrinth, working with inner vision, wholeness, and sacred integration. And then we're going to be visiting Panther Meadows, which is a really special place. It's only open and accessible for a few weeks every year. We're going to be working, and this place really offers deep ancestral healing and just the beautiful energy of grace. We're going to be visiting Fairy Falls, one of our favorite places. We've received so much there, and it's just an incredible experience to be there. Um, when we and our retreat guests have taken photos there, and the photos show incredible technologies in the photos. It's a really, really special place. It holds a lot of elemental support and the energy of joy. And we've received several sacred light technologies in that very location. And we're going to be journeying into the mystery of Telos. This is where Lemurian wisdom awaits and a lot of support for our sacred light journeys. So these are not just locations. They're really initiations. They're doorways into the next level of who you are.
And then after today's healing, we're also going to be sharing how you can continue the sacred work with us either in person at the August retreat or virtually through our Sacred Light certification course that we'll be teaching and offering that live online directly from Shasta this year. So if you feel that nudge and you want to stay tuned, we have early bonuses and really generous discounts available that we really can't wait to share with you. But for now, let's get into the journey that we have prepared for you. The mountain is calling. She's been holding space for you, preparing for you already. And let's go ahead and start that connection.
Right. So we just want to share a little bit before we go in to this journey. And I'm actually going to record this separately. So Denise has no sound, but that's got to be on your end um, because everyone else has sound. So hopefully you figured that out, Denise. And let me just start this recording here. All right. So, welcome to our 9-part Sacred Light experience. This is going to be a powerful journey experience for all of you. We're going to be working with Mount Shasta, the being that she is. Mount Shasta has long been known as a sacred place of light, a keeper of Lemurian wisdom, and a powerful planetary beacon. But what many don't realize is this mountain is also a cosmic birthing portal, a living womb through which new souls, new timelines, and new light codes are emerging. The water here is unlike any other, tested among the most pristine on the earth with a crystalline structure that mirrors divine balance. It holds a rare mineral frequency that reflects what Shasta herself embodies, the sacred equilibrium of divine masculine and divine feminine. There is no creation, no birth, no anchoring of soul truth without both divine masculine and divine feminine. And just like in physical birth, where the mother holds fierce strength and the father supports with love and devotion, Shasta reminds us that these sacred forces live within us. This soul birthing process you're entering isn't symbolic, it's energetic, it's cellular, it's archetypal. Today, you're invited to meet Shasta, not as a mountain, but as a midwife of light, here to show you who you truly are. You'll receive exactly what you're ready to receive: the codes, the messages, the activations that live far beyond words. And through that sacred light technologies that we're working with today and throughout the next 9 transmissions, you'll clear anything that's still in the way of fully embodying the truth of your infinite sovereign soul. So, as we begin, let yourself soften, let yourself open. The mountain is ready and she remembers you. So, we're going to be turning off our cameras and sharing a picture on your screen that we're going to invite you to take a look at here. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera off. If you want to do the same thing.
Mhm.
And let me share my screen here. All right, so I'm not able to see what that looks like on my for you all. So if you could just let me know if you can see that image.
I can see it, but it's a little blurry, unfortunately. Um, hmm,
All right, let me take a look here.
Not crisp clear.
Yes, I did mean to stop the recording.
Yeah,
It's
it's a bit blurry, isn't
blurry.
it? It doesn't look, I've not seen it blown up like this before. Maybe we needed to do that first.
Yeah, it's an iPhone picture. So um just bear with us for 1 second because we want to make sure that you're having the best experience possible. Let me see if I might have another one here. And I have to start through 100 million pictures, of course. Let's see. We were there in September.
We'll
I
get
got this all prepared, but I didn't, it doesn't look blurry to me. So I wonder if it has something to do with,
Oh, it looks good on a phone. Okay. So it's just on the computer that it's a little bit blurry. I think we need to just go with it because um
okay, I've actually got, let me stop share here.
oh good. For some people it's not blurry. So that's great.
Let me start over here.
That
Is
looks
that
so
better?
beautiful. Oh, that is better. Better for
Okay.
me. And better for everyone else. Some
Okay.
people start with. All right. Here we go.
Good. Okay. So I'm going to record this separately. We're going to be guiding you into a connection. Um, and we're going to be taking you on a journey. So before we do that, we're going to share something here, but let me start the recording. All right. So welcome to your first journey in our series of 9. This journey is going to take you into a very deep connection with Mount Shasta herself. And we're going to be visiting the Violet Flame portal. And before we get started, we just want to invite you to look at the image on your screen. This is Mount Shasta from a spot on Lake Siskiyou. And we want to invite you to just soften your gaze as you look at the mountain. And just allow yourself to see Mount Shasta as a pregnant woman lying on her back The peak to the right is her pregnant belly. And the peak to the left, you may begin to see her face with her hair flowing above her. And just soften your gaze and allow that image of Mount Shasta as a woman who is holding new life within her. Good. We're just going to allow you just a moment to really see. Okay. Just taking a moment to connect heart to heart with her. And just taking a moment to get comfortable. Perhaps sitting up with your spine straight and your feet flat on the ground, or lying flat. Settling into your body, bringing all of your awareness into this present moment, and just relax. Allowing your breath to slow and deepen. Breathing as if you're breathing directly from your heart. Allowing your inhale and exhale to slow to a count of 5. Inhaling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhaling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And as you continue this deep breath through your heart, we invite you to bring your awareness to the energy of compassion. See, sense, feel, or imagine this compassion energy as a beautiful pink light surrounding you. And as you breathe through your heart, allowing this energy of compassion to fill and expand your heart. Allowing this energy of compassion to fill all the cells of your body, feeling the cells of your body vibrating with the frequency of compassion. And with your focus and awareness on your heart, feeling into your heart-to-heart connections between your heart and the heart of Gaia, and your heart and the heart of creation. Becoming aware of the beautiful golden light in the heart of Gaia and the glorious iridescent light in the heart of creation. And as you breathe through your heart, using your intention to breathe that golden light from Gaia and iridescent light from the heart of creation into your heart, allowing these lights to merge with the pink light of compassion, creating a beautiful iridescent rose gold light, allowing this light to expand your heart even more. Allowing this light to expand into every cell of your body, expanding beyond your physical body, filling your entire energy field creating a beautiful ball of iridescent rose gold light that you are in the center of. And just taking a moment here to notice how loved, nurtured, safe, and protected you are in this space. And from within this space, just taking a moment to connect with the beautiful iridescent light in the heart of creation, allowing this energy to flow down, connecting you with the energies of possibility, of pure source energy, allowing this energy to fill your entire body and being, and traveling all the way down into the heart of Gaia. Connecting in with the beautiful golden light from the heart of Gaia, allowing this energy to flow up, connecting you with the infinite wisdom, wealth, knowledge, and abundance that Gaia holds. Allowing this energy to flow up, filling your entire body and being, and traveling all the way up into the heart of creation. And as these energies flow in, through, and around you, just allowing this beautiful ball of light that you are in to expand. Good. And from within this space, taking a moment to connect heart to heart with your own divine aspect. This is the highest aspect of you that's guiding you through your human experience. Connecting heart to heart between your human aspect and your divine aspect. And with your next breath, allowing your human aspect to merge with your divine aspect. And through that merge, allowing yourself to expand into all of this light surrounding you. Allowing yourself to expand infinitely. Expanding all the way into the heart of creation. Expanding all the way into the quantum field where all potential and possibility exists. And as we move into this journey, just staying in your heart, breathing through your heart, connected to the energy of all that is. Just breathe. Good. And to prepare for this journey, calling in sacred light open and divine love and light, greater change it. Good.
We open the sacred space. We begin by calling in the sacred geometry of the Shasta pyramid, the living current of the guardians there, Ra Kida, and the luminous goddess Isis, guardian of remembrance and divine creation. We invite the Lemurian guides, including High Priest Adama, and the Lemurian aspects of self within each soul here. We welcome Archangel Ariel, Archangel Christiel, Archangel Metatron, and all guides of 100% pure light who are walking beside us now in support, guidance, and co-creation. We now call in the four sacred directions, the forces of the above and the below, to hold the space in divine harmony and elemental intelligence. Calling in the east, the spirits of the east. We call in the energies of the dawn, of sunrise, of new beginnings, the breath of life. Calling in the element of air, as we connect deeply with the frequencies of birth, vision, clarity, mental illumination, innocence, play, and the rising presence of Mother Gaia. We call in the direction of the south, the spirits of the south. We call in the energies of summer, of sunlight, and the radiant power of creation. We call in the element of fire and connect with the frequencies of vitality, passion, creative expression, growth, movement, abundance, and maturity. Calling in the west, the spirits of the west, the energies of sunset, of autumn, and the sacred mysteries of release and transformation. We call in the element of water and connect with the frequencies of emotion, intuition, of letting go, of death and rebirth, surrender and trust. The womb, the moon, the void, the unconscious, and the deep waters of remembrance. We call in the north, the spirits of the north, calling in the energies of midnight, of winter, and the ancient presence of the elders. We call in the element of earth and connect with the frequencies of stillness, of silence, of spiritual knowing, intuition, communion with spirit, wisdom, complete understanding, and being filled with the divine. We call in the above. We call in the cosmic currents, the collective unconscious, the future, and the light of infinite possibility. We call in the presence of the stars, the galaxies, the expansion of consciousness, the source, creator, the angelic realms, calling these frequencies in, anchoring them into this space, calling in the below, calling in the planetary currents, the deep roots of collective human history, the wisdom of the ancestors, calling in the energies of the past, creation, fertility, and the nurturing presence of the goddess. Good. And as you take a deep breath, staying deeply connected with your heart, feel yourself connected and supported in all directions: the east, the south, the west, the north, the above, and the below. The field is open, our circle is whole. Breathing into your heart, breathing light upward from your heart into your soul star, and downward into your earth star just below your feet. Allow your awareness to gently travel now to the sacred lands of Shasta. Feel yourself arriving at Lake Siskiyou, that you see here in the image, where the crystalline waters reflect the face of the mountain. And now, see her, Mount Shasta, but not as a mountain of rock. See her as a luminous being, reclining, alive, and vast. A divine mother, hair cascading like ridges, arms crossed in protection over a belly of light, legs stretched gently towards the horizon. The mountain is the mother. The mountain is the midwife. The mountain is the portal. Breathe with her. Let your heart reach toward hers, soul to soul, consciousness to consciousness. Feel your body soften and open as she welcomes you home. Allowing yourself to be drawn in into the sacred womb space of the mountain. Here in this energetic space, you are weightless, you are timeless. The violet flame portal begins to shimmer around you, Allow yourself to just sink into, relax into the transmutation, burning away fear, separation, and limitation. Shasta speaks not in words, but in frequency. You are infinite. You are indestructible. You are fixed within the sacred architecture of creation. Nothing can take that from you. Breathe this in. Allow it to become a knowing in your very bones. Allowing yourself to simply receive. As you breathe, receiving divine guidance, perhaps a message, even a symbol, a light code. You may be noticing a vision, a sensation in your body, a knowing, or information in another form. Let Mount Shasta imprint what you are ready to carry. This is for you, a soul key, a remembrance. Allow yourself to simply receive. Relaxing into the tones of the Shasta crystal bowls as you sit in the energy of receiving in deep connection with Shasta. I'm going to give you a moment here. Beautiful. Now, to deepen your connection, to clear anything still possibly standing in the way or between you and the full embodiment of this remembrance, we're going to work with 3 sacred light technologies to support you with this. From divine love and light, calling in the sacred light compass. Just feel, sense, or just relax into your heart, into your body as this technology begins to activate for you. Good. It's scanning for interference, distortion, any confusion that could be clouding your connection to Shasta's presence. It illuminates your highest aligned path, removing distractions and reorienting you toward the truth of who you are. Allow it to gently guide you back to the clearest next step your soul is ready for. Divine love and light, calling in the sacred light scythe. So allowing this technology to work for you, to support you as an instrument of clearing your path. Sense it cutting through any dense thought forms, old patterns that are no longer serving you. Collective fear or spiritual debris that may be creating a place where it's harder to receive what Shasta's holding for you fully. Right? We're just clearing anything in the way of the deepest connection with Shasta today and all that she holds for you. Good. I'm working with one more technology to assist with this for all of you. I'm running the Sacred Light Divine Shadow. And as the sacred light divine shadow technology comes in and is working for you, just invite any part of yourself, conscious or unconscious, that may feel some resistance towards this sacred connection, any doubt, any fear of your own light, any unworthiness or forgotten pain that blocks you from remembering your own divinity. Just allow these shadow aspects of you to step forward now, to be held in love, acknowledgement, and compassion, knowing Shasta sees them too and holds them without judgment. Allowing these parts of yourself to be gently seen, softened, and healed, reintegrated into the light of your own truth. Beautiful. Continuing to breathe into your heart, allowing all that has come in for you here to anchor into your being, into all that you are, allowing it to anchor into your very cells. Good. Just feel the energetic circuitry of this journey anchor into place within you. This connection is now living inside of you. Shasta is not far. She is within you now, always accessible. Good. We're going to anchor all of this in with sacred light closed, divine love and light, creator change it. Beautiful. Begin to return to the present moment. Feel your feet, your breath, your heart. And when you are ready, open your eyes.
All
Good.
right.
It might take you a moment to come back from that. I know there were some noises, unfortunately, but
Yeah,
hopefully it wasn't too distracting.
there was some dogs barking on my street, and there was nothing I can do about it because if I
Oh.
change my sound settings, I can't play the bowls. So what I have to have my sound settings to pick up all the sound around me. Otherwise, you guys won't be able to hear the bowls. They'll be going in and out. So the dogs maybe needed to join us today. We'd love to hear how you guys are feeling. That was a powerful experience.
And Jilly says, wow, lost for words.
The dogs were connected. Yeah, all I could do was try to play the bowls louder during that time, but I didn't want to play them so loud that it was distracting for Kim either.
It was a tricky balance.
Yeah, there's a lot that goes into all of this production.
There is. There is. Janine, my entire body was shaking and vibrating, releasing and allowing. So powerful. Good. Sarah, I felt like the dogs were connected to our healing today. Somebody needed those. They were bringing in some frequencies. Tanaya, so deep, some tears of release. Good. Tracy says, incredible. Felt a waterfall of energy flowing through me. Love that. Yeah, Sally says, agrees the dog was part of it. Integrating the healing. Love it.
Jill says, that was a wow. I'm not usually at a loss for words, and here we are. The dogs were great. That's just part of reality, right? Sometimes there's dogs barking. The dogs belong to their mother, Mouse Shasta. Love it.
There we go.
Oh, interesting. I could also hear what sounded like wind.
Oh,
There was no
wow.
wind in this room, so that must have been something that was really coming in for you. Dragon was with me the entire time, wind whipping. Dog's part of nature. Yeah. Interesting about the wind.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, with all the directions and everything. Yeah, it's powerful to really connect in with all of the elements and the directions. It's incredibly supportive, really powerful experience. And those all of those are so present at Shasta. All of that, all the elementals, cosmic and earth elementals, all the directions. It's just amazing.
Hmm. My Janine says my entire body was shaking and vibrating, releasing, allowing, so powerful. Adrian, hi, good to see you. That was lovely. I felt so at peace and so at ease now. Beautiful.
Paul, purple and orange images and shapes. Love it. And of course, perfect timing.
Wilma says I felt as if the barking was somehow integrating the healing. Love that.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we were working with those elements, so the wind was something you guys were really connecting with today. Wow. There's a lot of comments about the wind. Amazing.
Interesting.
Karina, she felt like it was outside. Love it.
I felt like
Wow.
I was at Mount Shasta again, says Hazel.
Paul says all his hair is standing on end from the energy flowing. Wow. Powerful. Electric. Good. Well, we're thrilled that you had these experiences that you're sharing with us here. Just really sit with this experience and more may come in for you in dream time even. Um, you might notice, you might want to have a little journal next to your bed even because so much gets activated and a lot may come through for you. Messages, awarenesses, aha moments about your next steps or something relevant to your life right now, an answer to a question you've been seeking. Yeah, there's so much that can come through here from this journey, and it's going to be processing for some time. Some of you might receive that information immediately. Some of you, it might be a few days, could even be a few weeks. But what we also know is that over these next 9 weeks together, everything that's happening for you right now is only going to amplify, right? As we build week after week and connect with each of these portals around Shasta. And by the end of it, you're going to connect with Shasta and all that she holds even more than you were able to today. So,
Hmm.
yeah, so we look forward to hearing all about your experiences over the weeks together. Oh, more about the wind, Sharon. Yeah, a cold breeze blowing through me. Wow. I hear a light language being sung. Goosebumps all over. Wow.
Wow.
Incredible.
You guys had some beautiful experiences.
And Tracy sharing very emotional tears of love of coming home. And that really is like that's it in a nutshell. Like really is Shasta is like coming
Yeah.
home. And that's what people say over and over again. It's how Alicia and I have felt the minute we went there ourselves. It's on websites for local businesses. The place that we stay for our retreat. The past we've done it twice for retreats, and we're staying there again for this next retreat. That's what uh, Stefan, who owns this property that we were this retreat space, um, has to say about it too. It's just what you hear over and over again. It's just like coming home. Yeah, Leslie feels like coming home. Janine feeling Lemuria is my home. Yeah, well, that's so
Hmm.
much of what that coming home feeling is about.
Yeah.
Coming home to who you are, parts of you that have been asleep or dormant, forgotten, but they're a part of you. Yeah, beautiful. Love it so much. Thank you so much for being here, all of you, with us for this journey.
And for sharing. We love hearing your experiences. And when you share, it really unlocks something for everyone. So we love hearing your shares.
Yes, and you're so welcome. And we have more to talk about. We have more to share if you would love to hear more about upcoming events. And for us, what we're doing here with all of you is like, it's like us celebrating the, so sort of having a virtual retreat, little mini retreat celebration, right? To as we look forward to our live in-person retreat at the mountain in August. So we're going to be talking a bit about that here on this first call as well.
Yeah, we're going to be sharing about the retreat first, but we're also going to be sharing about the virtual class that we're teaching from Mount Shasta. And we're doing this a little bit differently this year. And there's some extra things that are involved. So stay tuned if you're interested in that. So now that you've had this experience and you've really felt the depth of connection with Mount Shasta, really the activation from Shasta herself, and three of these sacred light technologies at work that we pass on in this class. All three of those are in Co-Creating Miracles with Sacred Light Level 2. We're really honored to share with you what's next if you're feeling called to go deeper. So this experience today was just the beginning, the tippy tip of the iceberg. We're officially opening the doors to something we've been preparing all year, really all of our lives, with deep devotion. This will be our fourth in-person retreat in Mount Shasta, Co-Creating Miracles at Mount Shasta, our annual 5-day hybrid retreat. We call this a hybrid retreat because it's not just a retreat experience. It also includes certification to both levels 1 and 2 of Co-Creating Miracles with Sacred Light. This is where all of our technologies, our Sacred Light technologies, are passed on. And of course, this is happening live in Mount Shasta, Thursday, August 21st to Monday, August 25th this year. So it's just 3 months away. And this, 9-part series that we're starting today is, as Kim said, it's our way of celebrating with you because this is our favorite thing to do, truly. So whether you're going to be joining us live in Shasta or walking alongside us from afar, we created this series for you as our gift to you. And enrollment is officially open to our live Co-Creating Miracles with Sacred Light retreat. We're going to share a video with you. The dates are August 21st through the 25th. And let me pull up this video that I have ready here. Where is it? Okay.
It's short,
It's
but
only 1 minute long, but I
yeah.
had to get it in the right format here to share.
And it's something that will be on the registration page for the retreat. But we wanted to share it with you here because Eric on our team made it for us and it's beautiful and a
All
great
right.
way to introduce the retreat.
So here we go. Ah, it's not playing.
It will.
It's hard to describe when you share your screen. Here, let me stop share and share it. I'll have to do this really quick. I can't reach the play button as I'm sharing my screen. So hold on here for just a second, please.
Yeah, Janine, we'll be sending out an email with the replay and we'll put that information on there for you.
And now my computer's freezing up. All right, here we go. I think I've got it. Here we go.
Oh, come on.
My computer's wigging out. Okay. Full screen. All right, I have to start the video before I share the screen. Otherwise, I can't do it. So I have to do this quick. Ah, this is tricky business.
We are
And
not
my
technical
computer's like
wizards.
taking it. Hold on.
Apparently, we're not technical wizards, but the music is nice, isn't it?
Well, my computer's just freezing up, so
Should I try to play
being
it?
a technical wizard wouldn't be helpful.
How about should I try to play it instead? Oh, can we start it at the beginning?
I'll replay it.
All right.
Wait, I think I can do that. There we go.
Oh, sweet.
All right, so that gives you just a little taste of what this retreat is going to be like.
Yes. Do you feel the mountain calling you? I do. Watching that actually makes me emotional.
I know, me too. I was feeling like I was going to cry when I was
I
watching that.
know,
Yeah, obviously, we love Mount Shasta.
me too. I'm sure you can't tell at all. Seeing
So, we'll just share a few of the details with you guys because this is the first time that we have really publicly officially opened the doors to this retreat. However, it is already about half full because we opened the doors to privately to the people that attended last year and in the past. So there are limited spots left. So again, this is August 21st through the 25th. That's Thursday through Monday. And, this is really so much more than a retreat. It's a living vortex of transformation. So during the retreat, you will receive on-site attunements of all of the Co-Creating Miracles with Sacred Light levels 1 and 2 technologies. We attune you on site in the locations that we've received these technologies, the ones that we've received in Shasta, and then the ones that really resonate at that particular energy vortex. And there's going to be at least 10 brand new technologies. And we say at least because as we get closer and closer every year, the technologies begin really streaming in. making themselves available to us. We become aware of them. And so we very much expect that we will have more than 10. Right now, that's what we have. It also includes 4 nights of beautiful accommodations at the Guru Shasta Retreat Center. And the pictures that we have of this place don't do it justice at all. It's a such a beautiful, magical place that we this will be the third time that we've been there. All of our retreat guests that have come there just rave about it. It's just Stefan, the guy that owns the place and has so lovingly created it. We were one of the first people to stay there in 2018 with our retreat, and now it's really taken on a life of its own. And he has done so many amazing things with this property. And he has a website, gurushasta.com. However, he's kind of redoing his whole website, so I'm not sure what's really
Yeah,
available to
it's
see there.
you can see more about what the land, what Guru Shasta is about. He has his personal messages, um, which are powerful in and of themselves. You can see that he creates everything that's there through intention, higher purpose, life purpose intention. Um, but there's no pictures of the different places that you stay there right now. There's Lotus tents. There's a main house that sleeps about 8 people, I believe. A big, well-appointed kitchen, comfortable rooms, rooms to relax in, read in. There's hammocks out in the yard. There's cabins. Um,
He even has a
fire.
little really super cute pink little like 1950s style little trailer. It's so cute. That's new to be able to stay in. And he has screened in the porch um, to make sort of a indoor outdoor type of sleeping area too. That has, I think there's 3 beds in there, and there's three indoor, really beautiful, really nice bathrooms. And then there's also separate bathrooms for the cabins. But there's also 2 outdoor showers and an outdoor bathtub. That was one of our favorite things when we stayed on site the first year. And there's crystals everywhere. There's a crystal bowl that you can play, a big frosted crystal bowl. It's just a really, really special place. So the retreat includes the accommodations. We'll be going on excursions every day to 9 different places. We start at the headwaters to collect water and activate the water that we'll be drinking throughout the time together. Fairy Falls, as we mentioned, locations on Mount Shasta, several different locations on the mountain. We'll be visiting the pyramid, the Peace Gardens, and the labyrinth there. It also includes a ceremonial opening dinner on our first night, gathering together, really creating that bond. It's amazing the bonds that happen during this retreat. We've witnessed some really special friendships emerge from our retreat guests, and they've even traveled together after meeting at the retreat. Several people have traveled together a few times, and a lot of people come back year after year. So the bonds get really, really strong. It's a really special group that joins us every year. The people that return and the new people, everybody just is soul family. And if you're feeling connected to this, and if you're feeling that call, there's a reason why you're feeling that. It's the mountain herself. It's what the mountain and the surrounding portals and vortexes are offering you. It's that soul family connection. It's the sacred light technologies, all the places that we'll be visiting and attuning you to those tools and technologies. So it also includes in-person training and certification for co-creating miracles with sacred light. We'll be teaching level 2 during the retreat, and we're going to do something different this year. The first time we taught Co-Creating Miracles with Sacred Light. We taught all of it there. And we realized that level one, it's too much to teach during the retreat because we want to be out there and having all these experiences, not just in, even though Guru Shasta is beautiful and that's where we're teaching from, we want to be outside having these experiences. So we are actually going early before the retreat, and we're going to be teaching Sacred Light or Co-Creating Miracles with Sacred Light level one on the 18th, August 18th and 19th. And the way that it's worked out, we have rented a home that we rented before for our retreat called the Venusian. Some of you guys might have stayed there with us. We rented, I think, 4 different places when the Guru Shasta wasn't available to us one year. They were already booked. And this was a beautiful home. It has a beautiful view of Mount Shasta, and it's just really well appointed. So it ended up that we rented the Venusian for us to teach from, which has 10 spots available to stay in for other people. So if you're coming to the retreat and you would like to come early and attend the class in person with us, that's available, and we're just charging the accommodation price, which is $600. So that includes 3 nights of accommodations, a simple lunch on class days, and of course the live teaching of Co-Creating Miracles with Sacred Light Level 1. Now the spots, of course, are very limited. So if that's something that you're interested in, let us know right away and we'll get you that link. I think about half of the spots are already spoken for. You don't have to be coming to the retreat in order to do that. This is also available to alumni of Co-Creating Miracles with Sacred Light Level 1, or if you purchase the retreat that class separately. If you don't have Co-Creating Miracles with Sacred Light Level 1 and you want it and you want to come and experience it live with us, you are eligible to take one of those spots if there's one available. So again, that's just $600, and it includes 3 nights of accommodation and lunch on those 2 class days. So the nights of accommodation are August 17th, 18th, and 19th, and then the retreat starts on the 21st. So there's one night that you'll need to find separate accommodations for. We thought Guru Shasta would be available because it has been in the past, but it's not this year. So we can make recommendations for those of you who are coming for that and the retreat and need that extra night covered. So the retreat, let's talk about the investment. The retreat includes everything that we just talked about, all the accommodations, all the excursions, and we haven't even shared all the excursions. In addition to the places that we're visiting, we're also going to be doing a really special sound healing with Blue Star Child. We've visited her several times for our retreats. She's amazing. The sound healing that she does is very unique and very special. And we get to visit her gallery, she does this incredible activated art. It's just, you walk into her gallery and it's just like your cells are vibrating. It's amazing. So she does a special sound healing for us. And then we'll be doing another crystal bowl sound healing as well. So it includes all of those, the accommodations, and Co-Creating Miracles with Sacred Light levels 1 and 2. So if you can't attend level 1 in person, you can attend virtually. So everyone who is joining us for level 1, you'll have the opportunity to join us live virtually on the 18th and 19th of August. And then it also includes level 2, which last year we received 14 new technologies last year, and we called that the expansion class. And now with so many more, we're making it level 1 and level 2, just to make it really, really clear. So the retreat plus Co-Creating Miracles with Sacred Light levels 1 and 2, the investment is $3,800. We also have a 2 payment plan for $1,750 for two payments, and we also offer Klarna and Afterpay For those of you who are in the US and Canada, you can do an extended payment plan with Klarna or Afterpay. So that makes it easier for if you need a payment plan, a longer one than what we're offering. And if you already have either class, or well, you would have one or one and two. If you have Co-Creating Miracles with Sacred Light, you do get a $500 discount for the retreat. So just email us for your code and we'll send that to you.
So that makes it 33 instead of 38.
Exactly. Let me put the
So if that's you,
link here. And we'll be sending the link out with this replay.
yeah, yeah. So if that's you, you will save and you'll still get all that's new in the level 2 course. So
So this is the link for the retreat. Are the trails difficult?
that's a good question.
No.
Name it that.
The hike up to Fairy Falls is an incline, and it's about a mile hike. But we've had people that are, a little bit physically challenged join us. But you also can choose to stay back on that particular hike. The rest of it is very, very easy.
So Leslie, yeah, is the level 2 same as the expansion course? So um, what this looks like, because we don't have a registration page for what level 2 is to really outline it all. So, but level 2 is basically, well, not basically, it is all the tools that were part of our expansion course that we taught last year. There was 14 of those. So Sacred Light, like for instance, Unravel, Sacred Light, just not Unravel, excuse me, Sacred Light. I'm already thinking about the ones that are coming in for this year. Sacred Light, Disconnect, Sacred Light Ruby, and that set. So level 2 is now that whole set, plus however many are coming in to be taught this year that are brand new. And we have about 10 of those right now. So there will be more because that's how this works. I think last year when we talked about when we first put the expansion pack together with the new tools that were coming in last year, we had about 8. By the time we were sending out emails and everything, then we had 11. By the time we taught at the retreat, there was 14. So
Yeah.
I think our total was 14 in that expansion. So now that is all going to be a level 2, all put together.
Yeah. So we're also opening the doors right now to the virtual class. So if, this is really calling to you, but for whatever reason, that you're not able to join us for the retreat, you can register now for either Sacred Light Level 1, or if you already have Sacred Light Level 1, you can register for Sacred Light Level 2 or the bundle. And I'm going to put those links in the comments here in a minute. But we have a lot of bonuses. And so if you're wanting this class and you're in, really the earlier you can register, the better for that. There's also, it's pretty highly discounted as well. We actually lowered the price of level 1 a little bit because of the economic challenges that seem to be universal. And we'll talk about those prices and everything in a minute, but I want to mention the bonuses because there's some early registration and pay in full bonuses. So these bonuses that I'm going to share here apply for if you're joining us for the retreat or the virtual courses. So if you register and pay in full or use Klarna or Afterpay, by June 25th, you are going to receive 2 months free of our new Co-Creating Miracles with our Co-Creating Miracles Academy. and this will include the months of June and July. So, this is something we've been talking about for a little bit, and we're excited to get started. This does not apply if you got that bonus when you registered for Sacred Light 4 and 5. It doesn't roll over to 4 months. It's just, we can't apply that bonus if you already have it. It's not like a double dip bonus, just to make that clear. So, our Co Creating Miracles with Sacred Light Academy is something that's been on our heart for years. And if you've taken Sacred Light, any of our Sacred Light classes, energetic allergy healing, sacred soul alignment, or sacred soul symbols, you know how powerful these tools are. But let's be honest, having the tools is one thing, and integrating and using them consistently is another, and how they blend together. So many of you guys have multiple of these modalities, or maybe you want to have multiple of these modalities. And it hasn't been possible for us to really cover the questions that cross the modalities. So, for example, I just finished teaching sacred soul symbols 2 days ago, and I had so many questions that I wanted to bring in other tools and teach about using the symbols with all of our other tools, but that's just not the place for that, and there's just not time for that. So in the Co-Creating Miracles Academy, we're going to be giving you that support across all of the modalities and really helping you blend the different tools together, which is something that we've been wanting to do for so long, and we just haven't had a proper place for that. So as part of the academy, you'll receive direct mentorship from both of us. We're going to have one call a month. You'll be able to ask those questions. You receive the guidance from the creators of the modalities direct from the horse's mouth, so to speak. You can get your questions answered and learn how to apply your tools, you know, together. And we'll be able to answer questions about the tools individually, but also what's going to be so valuable is we'll be able to talk about using the tools together. We'll have some hands-on practice during some of the calls. And one of the most exciting things is you're going to get early access to new tools. So say you're a Sacred Soul alignment practitioner, you're part of the Co-Creating Miracles Academy, and I have some new alignments come in. I will be attuning people to new alignments who are those students as part of the Co-Creating Miracles Academy. Same with energetic allergy healing, and especially with the sacred light tools, because we keep receiving and creating all of these new tools, but it takes a lot of time to put together a class and launch a class and teach a class. So in this way, we'll have the opportunity to just, when those tools come in, when we're ready to pass them on, you don't have to wait for the next class. If you've taken that class and you're in the academy, you'll get those new tools when we attune the academy members to them.
So this really allows us to do what we love most, spend
Yeah.
most of our time, right? Teaching, mentoring, creating tools, like, having space in our field to receive new tools and downloads and all of that, so that we can support all of those in our community on a higher level. So this is a format that's going to really help us to do that. So it's a win-win-win all the way around. So that is something we've been really excited to bring. But there's a lot of different perks, a lot of benefits. It would be like being kind of enrolled in a training course that just keeps going, right?
Yeah.
And we can, like Alicia said, bring you those new tools in real time without all the weight. So, and it just has become, we've gotten to a place where we just literally can't teach all the classes in a reasonable amount of time. We can't even get them all in a year anymore. So, uh, something needed to happen.
Yeah.
So,
So another bonus for pay in full for either the retreat or the virtual classes is a mini practitioner course that we're going to be teaching in October, Sacred Healing Environments. So, this is something we've been putting together that is basically really extensive containers for healing. There's going to be 5 of them, and they're going to include, they're built out with all of our different technologies. So, they're going to be built out, or they are built out with sacred light technologies, sacred soul symbols, angel healing tools, which is Kim's technology, the technology that has come through her, and other healing tools to really support those very specific healing containers, or we're calling them sacred healing environments. So you'll get that course for free if you register and pay in full. Another bonus is for everyone who's joining us either for the retreat or the virtual experience, you're going to get all of the replays for all of these 9 healings. So it'll be just the videos with the journeys without all the extra, talking. So you'll be able to easily repeat them and really deepen your connection with the mountain and with the technologies, because we're utilizing all of the technologies that exist in level 1 and last year's expansion class in these journeys. So you're going to be having an experience with all of the technologies, excluding the brand new ones that we're going to be passing on this year. And then a special retreat attendee bonus. We're putting together a really special Co-Creating Miracles with Shasta companion kit. And this is really more than just a gift. We always give, really beautiful, really nice gift bags to our retreat attendees. This year it's going to be a little bit different. And this is a sacred companion for the journey ahead in the retreat. Each item in the kit has been carefully chosen to support, anchor, and activate your experience in the retreat at Mount Shasta as a student of Co-Creating Miracles with Sacred Light. It's going to include several things. One of them is a Lemurian crystal that you're going to be wanting to bring with you to all of the experiences so that it will really hold all of those frequencies. It'll have an activation journal, a really beautiful special pin, and several things. So that's a special bonus for just the retreat attendees.
Wow.
So
That's a
anything,
lot. That's a
yeah, it
lot
is a
to take
lot.
in. That's a
So
lot to take in. So,
yeah, so there is definitely benefit to, if you know you're joining us for the virtual class, to registering now so that you can get that, the bonus of the academy, unless you already have that. And I'm going to share, I'm going to share all these links here in the comments, because there are several different options for payments. So I'm sharing all of that here. So if you haven't taken Co-Creating Miracles with Sacred Light at all, you can either join us for level 1 for $16.97, and that's a $500 savings off the regular full price. Or you can join us for the bundle of level 1 and 2 and save $1,300 for $28.97. We also have payment plans for both of those, and Klarna and Afterpay are available for both of those as well. If you've taken level 1 and you would like to take level 2, you can join us for that for $14.97. We also have a payment plan for that, and Klarna and Afterpay as well. And that's going to include at least 24 technologies. We expect that it will be more than that, but that's what we have so far. So that's what we're promising.
Lark is sharing the names of the technologies. Thank you for sharing
Awesome.
that.
Thank you.
Yeah, it can get confusing between, what is the difference between Co-Creating Miracles and all the other Sacred Light courses. And Co-Creating Miracles is our technologies focused course, which continues to expand like all the things do. Whereas Sacred Light, level 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 5 now are healing tools. They're packets of energy that contain, um, different instructions and tools across the modalities, all brought into one sort of packet. So very consciously created by Alicia and I together, with all that we really have available to us combined. Whereas the technologies are, they're something that just come in to our field, like as a download, you could say, and they are fully um, equipped and ready to do a specific task or job for us in the healing work that we do. So that is how those are different. And we can share a little bit more about that too. Thank you for posting that, Lark. And even though we don't have a level 2 registration page up yet, that'll be coming. It is 3 months away still before we teach that course. So that, we're working on all those things on the back end, but we have to talk about the retreat now, right? Because people need to plan if you're going to join us. So
Right.
that will be coming. But you can get a pretty good idea about the technologies, what they're about, how they're working, just by some of them are mentioned on the retreat page itself on our website, which we can share that link here. And also by looking at Co-Creating Miracles course that's on our website too. And that'll give you a really better feel there. Yeah, thanks, Alicia. You got
That's
that.
the retreat page. So we've shared a lot of details. Um, does anyone have any questions about anything that we've shared? The retreat, the level 1 virtual experience, um, the level 1 in-person experience, or the virtual classes. While you have us here, if you have questions, we're here too. Um, yeah, if you've already done the expansion, is this year's level 2 included? No, you won't be able to come through for free on that because there's going to be twice as many technologies. Um,
So there will be a cost
there
for
will be a cost. I believe we've landed on 50% off for that, but that's not fully set in stone yet. And then for level 1, if you've come through level 1 and you would like to join us for this new class that we're teaching virtually from Shasta, there will be just a slight admin fee. I'm not sure if we've landed on that price yet. Have we?
No, we
Okay.
haven't.
No, we haven't
There's
landed
so
on that
much to
price.
put together here, and we're really
Yeah.
focused on the retreat right now. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, Anne Marie, this Sacred Light technologies go perfectly with sacred soul symbols. Um, I use them together all the time, and they're just a perfect partner as far as technologies go. So, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes, all of these details will be in an email, Paul.
for
It's a lot
sure.
to remember, and sometimes it's so much easier to look at something that you can read on a page.
Totally. That'll be coming next. We'll send out this replay and get all those details for you. Yes, indeed. Um, any other questions that we may have missed? Oh, I just see one here. Oh yeah, Patty, you answered it. Great. Anne Marie was asking, does this blend with the sacred soul symbols? Patty answered brilliantly by saying everything that Alicia and Kimberly teach goes perfectly with these symbols. So
Yeah.
yes, the technologies are so fun to play with, to really individualize and kind of diversify healing, with everything that we do with um, working with the healing tools that you may have from, across the modalities. So
Hmm.
they all play well together.
And we use them all together all the time. Um, I want to share one more link here for those of you who are here live, and we'll be sending this out in an email too. And that is the link. I'm just trying to find it here. The link to put all of these calls on your calendar.
Oh,
Where is it? Because we're not requiring registration for this series.
I'll grab it.
Okay, good. So if you want a reminder, we will be sending out periodic reminders, but not like like we would if you were registered for something. So if you use this link and you put this on your calendar, it will give you, it will put it on your calendar like an appointment with the Zoom link and in your own time zone. So you don't have to figure out what time zone these calls are in. So our next call is next week, but it's an hour later than this call. So it's next Thursday, May 29th at noon Pacific time. It's right before my first call for Embodied Abundance that I'm doing from Maui. So those of you who are joining me for that, you can hop on an hour early and join us for this and then be in that beautiful energy when we go into our call. So all the rest of the calls will be at noon Pacific time on Thursdays. You clicked on 3 of the links you shared above regarding payments and got error, page not found. That's odd.
Front row.
Oh, I think it copied weird. Thank you, Patty. We will be sending all of those out in an
Yeah.
email.
Yeah, just watch your email.
Yeah, it just copied weird for some reason.
Yeah.
So thank you for letting us know. We'll make sure that all of that's working in the email. There's a lot of details to these things, as you guys can see.
Yeah, but if this is, you're resonating, you can feel it in your body, whether the retreat is something that you can do or not. The technologies, everyone can do, everyone can participate in this course. Um, so just start really looking at the pages that we did give you. We'll get that level 2 page up hopefully in the next couple of weeks. And just start really, reading about the technologies, what they're about, how they're working. As you read each one and kind of what it does for us in our field when we work with it, just drop into your heart and just feel how that supports you and if that really resonates, and you'll know. And then also, we're going to be working with quite a few of these technologies on each of our journeys that are part of this 9-week series. So, like today, we worked with the Sacred Light Compass, the Sacred Light Divine Shadow, and the Sacred Light Scythe. And those were part of that expansion that you've heard many people mention here today that we taught last year live from Shasta. And those are officially part of that level 2 course. So, we'll be teaching those along with new technologies that have been coming in. And each week we're going to be working with a handful of them as we connect with the different portals around Shasta. So you'll get to have more experiences of these as we gather together every week for this journey here.
Hmm. So, Tanaya, if we have all the certifications, I want to sign up for the virtual retreat. Is that the first link? So, Tanaya, are you meaning you want to come back through the classes as an alumni? Obviously, we can't put that on the registration page because that's not available to everyone. So, that's not going to be on there. But we will be sending those links out to the prior students so that you can register for that. There will be a minimal cost involved for returning through level 1, and then as far as level 2, because of the way it's going to be blended with the old technologies and the new technologies, the only way to come through that is to sign up for your discounted level 2 class. There's not going to be a way to just come back through the expansion, what we taught last year, because it's going to be blended with the new tools, but you'll have a discounted link to register for level 2 that we'll be sending out.
Good. Yes, so we'll send it out, and then where they will also probably land is in the courses that you took last
Yeah.
year in the welcome section. We'll make sure.
We're excited too, and we're excited that you're excited, Tanaya. We'll
Yay.
get those up for you guys as soon as possible. Also, just a note that as soon as you register for the retreat or the virtual classes, you actually get immediate access to those classes. So you'll get immediate, if you register for the retreat, you'll get immediate access to level one and the expansion class. So you can dive in and get started right away, and then you'll get all the, obviously, all the new teachings as well. And if you sign up for the virtual experience, you'll get the recorded classes immediately. And of course, you'll get all the new materials when we teach live.
Yes. So you can dive in, you don't have to wait. And sometimes that's really nice too, to for your like for your own processing and integration of all of the tools and what they're activating and bringing to your energy systems.
Especially if you're coming to the retreat and you haven't
Yeah.
done these classes, it can be really helpful to go through them before you get there so that you're not processing as much while you're going through all of the experiences.
Absolutely. Good. Lark, will be crazy peeps who sign up for all the things. Love you, Lark. Still get the environments class as a bonus after you get us our special sign up link. Patty's in on that question.
Hmm. We haven't talked about that, but I think that's a reasonable question for those of you who will be registering for, the discounted level two who took the expansion class last year. Um, I think that's we don't want to answer without talking to each other, but that's a reasonable request.
Yeah. Yes. As
We like to,
Alicia and I look at each other on Zoom.
yeah,
Did
you
we talk
know,
about this? Did we talk about this?
we like to really honor, and we really appreciate those of you who are so loyal
Oh,
and join us for everything. And we pour our hearts out in everything that we give. And you guys are always in our minds when we're creating things and,
sure.
looking at all of this. So we appreciate you.
Yes. So yes, Karina, we will be sending that out, and then we will also put them into the last year's courses that you have access
Mhm.
to as well.
Emery, it seems like all the sacred places are on the west coast and inland like Sedona. Are there any sacred places on the east coast? That's interesting. Neither one of us are East Coast people. My daughters live on the East Coast, so I go there sometimes, but I'm not personally aware of, really sacred places that the masses are sort of drawn to. But there may be places that I'm just not aware of. But I'm sure that there are many, many energetic portals and vortices all over the place.
Hmm. For sure. I'm just a West Coast girl. So I haven't even been to Sedona. So
Oh, the Crystal Mountain in Arkansas. Definitely. So Arkansas is a very special activated place. Almost the entire state is built on a bed of crystal. And I've visited there, and gone in the crystal caves there, and it's really powerful. I forgot about that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we're sure that's true. But this is just what we know the most and what we feel called to. This is what draws us. So,
Yeah. So people are mentioning a
Hazel,
few places, Asheville.
Hazel, you lived in Arkansas and got married
Oh,
there. Oh,
interesting. I loved Arkansas actually.
okay. Well, if you have any questions, right? You're wanting to join us at the retreat, but you've got questions, please email us at hello@cocreatingmiracle.com and we'll get right on those since spaces are limited. Just so you know, too, Guru Shasta, the way it's set up, if you've not been here with us before, this is the first time, it's set up so that there is options, especially up front, the faster the better, to have a cabin or a lotus tent or a room. No, not a room. The rooms are gone. As far as to yourself. But there are still a few options to have a room to yourself if that's something that you're looking for. And the spaces there are beautiful. It's what something that we love about it is you've got your group for that communion and that camaraderie and all of that for the sharing, but there's also a lot of places to be alone and to have space. And you know, even if it's walking, the property is pretty vast, and there's different buildings, right, that are not the main house that you can have for yourself as well. So just wanted to share that as well, so that you know it's not just a whole bunch of people stuffed in a room
Yeah.
because
No, it's
that's not something
very,
that we'd be into.
yeah, it's very expansive,
Yeah.
the property, and there's so many things to explore. There's ducks that live on the property that are so cute. There's deer that come around.
Oh,
It's a really special place.
West Virginia Mountain Mama, Denver, John Denver songs. That's funny. Take me home, country road. Okay, that takes me way back to, I don't know, very, very early life in my home with my parents with the radio on. Okay. All right. Well, you know, we love you all so much. Thank you so much for being here, spending time with us, connecting with us, being part of this special little virtual mini retreat that we're doing where we get to, you know, share some of that magic of Shasta with you, whether or not you get to join us in any of these things that are up and coming, you know. This is really for all of you. Um, a gift from us, a gift from Shasta. So
And we'll see you next week.
sounds good. Bye for
All
now.
right. Bye for now.